A lot of students, including me, are worried about their grades. Expected grades or those who have shifted their examinations to October, November. I want you to let them know what are the chances and how it's going to impact the university admissions.
The important thing to understand here is that there is no ideal solution, right? As I said, we're all doing the best we can, and CIE, British Council, all of us are trying to do what we can to help young people get through this terribly difficult time. So CIE has come up with this evidence-based grading for students, and I think that it's not a perfect process. It will understate grades for some people, it will overstate grades for others. But at the end of the day, you always have the fallback position that if you don't like your grade in a particular subject, you can always retake the subject and get a grade. Unfortunately, for some students, like private students, they didn't have the option for evidence-based grades, so they will have to take their exam in the future, and I'll talk about that later. But for the moment, CIE is trying to come up with a fair process to give you a reasonably accurate assessment of your A-level grade, whether it's AS or A2, based on input from the school or college that you attend, whether it's for O-levels, AS level or A-level. Now, what that means for O-level and A2 students is that universities and A-level colleges will have to adjust their expectations. So there are a lot of interesting and new things happening that will allow students to still be able to get admission, whether it's into A-levels or universities. I'm sure my colleagues at other institutions are also thinking of novel ways to help O-level kids, because after all, this is a situation that it's not their fault. And with AS level kids, the situation is actually quite interesting. The AS level result that is going to be given on an evidence basis will not count towards the final A-level result. Next year's A2 kids who are giving A2 in May, June 2021, their entire final A-level result will be based on their A2 year. That is why we have started online classes for A2s at Southshore in July, and we're impressing upon A2 students and parents that they must do their best this year. If you didn't study hard in your AS, you still have the chance this year to give it your best shot and get a good grade in your final A-levels. But I think all of us that are in the position of doing admissions, whether it's at the A-level college or the university level, we all are mindful of the fact that young people have been through so much uncertainty, so much confusion, so much stress with this whole process, that the idea is to try and help them as much as we can.